Hello.
Brandon, where are we at with bad audio? A little bit of rain?
Yeah.
A whole lot of seasonal fun.
Yeah, a lot of seasonal fun. We were at Universal Orlando for Halloween Horror Nights 32. Very quickly, Sarah, how many times have you been to Halloween Horror Nights?
This is my 9th AJJN.
Okay, 9. So 9 to 10.
Not
39.
so bad.
Not so bad. This is my 30th. I've been going for 30 years, and we apologize for the audio already.
I know, it's going to be a loud night. We're
Yeah.
just going to show you highlights tonight, but Brandon outed himself as being old.
Yes, I am very old. I started going clearly when I was 1 year old, so I'm about 31 now. But no, I've had a blast going to Halloween Horror Nights. Maybe through the night we'll talk a little bit more about it. It's changed so much over the years.
Even in the 9 years I've been going.
Even in the 9 years Sarah's been going, but I remember a couple years when they did it between both parks, Islands of Adventure and Universal. Those were the best, I thought. Houses have come a long way. There were times when they were not ADA compliant. You had stuff like Dracula one where you had to go up 1 or 2 flights of stairs, one called Run, where they literally chased you through it like a Mad Max type world. You actually had to run through it. An Alien vs. Predator one where they made you duck like you're a soldier. So yeah, they've come a long way. But really quickly, if you are here strictly, if you clicked on this, or you're one of our subscribers who is looking for great Halloween Horror Nights content, that may not be us.
Yeah, I was like, that might not be us. You're going to see some highlights.
You're going to see maybe a few highlights, but there are other phenomenal local vloggers out there. View from the cheap seats, Young at the Parks.
Oh yeah, shout out to Kelly and Joe for giving us some pro tips, because they've been a bunch already. They gave us some strategies for stay-in screen, which we're doing tonight.
So yeah, Kelly and Joe from Young at the Parks, PC Dev, Tem Tracker. There are
tons and tons,
and those are some top 4 if you want to. Maybe we'll link them or whatever. You know who they are. But they've done phenomenal Halloween Horror Nights content. That will not be us. Are we going to get dinner tonight, though, maybe?
We might get some dinner. We might get snacks. We're not sure. It's just going to depend on how the weather holds, how the houses are, how the crowds are. We are here on a Sunday and a really rainy day, so maybe that will be in our favor. But right now, we're getting ready to go into the stay-in screen line, so we're here from 3 to 5. We're able to get into the houses a little bit early. So we're hoping to get like 3 or 4 done, maybe. That might be optimistic. Maybe 2. Maybe
All right, you ready to get in line? Let's go. Before we're even in the stay and scream line, the best video game series of all time, The Last of Us. The Last of Us Part 2 is the best video game of all time. Come fight us. We could talk about it for hours. Greatest game ever made. But Sarah, go.
Well, I'm loving the theme for Last of Us.
Awesome.
This is the house we're the most excited for because of the video game love.
Yeah.
So many great details already.
Just walking through this little back area is awesome. So, ready to get in line finally?
Yes.
All right. So 4:53 p.m. and we are in line for Stranger Things. Let's do it. All right, Stranger Things is done, as is Exorcist. Exorcist was my favorite out of the 2 so far.
Brandon got scared and I
got scared. Yeah, but so Satan. Little demon girls got me, but Satan kept coming after me. Satan, the overpowering, the unrelenting. Yeah, so Stranger Things is good. We'll talk more about it all later, but we are now in line for Dueling Dragons. Does everyone remember Dueling Dragons back at Islands of Adventure? Classic roller coaster. Torn down, replaced it for some Harry Potter stuff.
Oh, no.
Dang you, Harry Potter. No. So Dueling Dragons now. We're doing pretty good. We're
it's
trying.
not even 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
This will be our third house.
Third house. Let's do it. Well, we've still only done 3 houses because we had a disaster at Blood Moon.
Blood Moon.
Yeah, the house delayed. They stopped letting people in line. Not a single staff member, crew member, cast member, team member told us what was going on. So us, and a few others jumped out of line. We took initiative and headed out the exit.
A lot of people had already left, but we couldn't get through all the switch tracks.
Yeah, exactly. So we're heading now to where?
Maybe Monsters?
Monsters Unearthed, or what is it called?
Monsters Unmasked.
Monsters Unmasked, right in front of us. All right, we called an audible now. By the time we got to a 10-minute wait, 5 minutes later it was 40 minutes. So
this is a pro tip for Adrian. You gotta pivot. You gotta sometimes go fast and adjust as needed.
So what line are we in now, Sarah?
The darkest deal.
Darkest deal, and it says 20. We're going to go for this. We're going to try to do Dr. Facilier,
Dr. Oddfellow.
Dr. Oddfellow, and then maybe Chucky, and then some dinner, because you guys want to see us eat at Richter Burger, and we are starving. All right, darkest deed done. Pretty good.
Darkest deal.
Darkest deal.
Yeah, I would say okay.
Yeah, pretty good. We are now in the line for Dr. Facilier, the beginning or something.
Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origin.
Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origin. So, Dr. Oddfellow is the
unofficial
mascot. But yeah, let's try it. 25 minutes. All right, so we've sat down at Richter Burgers. Sarah, I'll let her explain everything, but so what happens is, and I'm going to let Sarah continue this, but she's up at the counter now. You come in, you grab a table, you then mobile order before you talk to anyone, flag it as an allergy, and then you go up and talk to the coordinator or the chef. The guy out front told us what to do, and Sarah's doing it right now. I would get footage of her right now if I could, but there's a lot of people here. It's really crowded. I don't want to interrupt them. But yeah, so Sarah's up at the counter now, try to grab some footage of her. And yeah, so we're at Richter Burgers, and we'll talk more about this in just a bit. It's kind of a chaotic madhouse, but it might go well. I don't know. We'll see what Sarah says when she comes back. All right, so Sarah's back. Sarah, what I gave everyone who's watching a little brief on. We sat down. We ordered from the app. Something's going on here. But Sarah,
yes,
go ahead. What's going on?
So we did order from the app, and then they recognized stuff is happening.
If everyone can hear, they're yelling earthquake. Old school. Yep.
He's into it. So when we ordered in the mobile app, they told us order in the mobile app, and then you go up to the counter and you can talk to one of the managers, and then they'll modify the stuff. So what we ended up doing is ordering the mobile app, but there's an allergy alert on it, which is kind of awesome. And then I ran up to the counter and talked to Michael, who's the manager here, and we just talked through everything. Brandon should be very happy because there's no chicken and turkey on the burger side of the grill. It's only burgers over there.
Oh, thank you, Universal Monsters.
And they have a dedicated fryer just for fries. And actually, when I was up there, he was telling the cast members that they need to change their gloves. There was one cast team member who was actually making all of our food separately.
Oh, wow. Okay, awesome.
That's good. And then they're going to bring it out to us when we get here.
Awesome.
So, yeah, you got a regular burger. I got a truffle mushroom Swiss burger minus the mushrooms because I'm weird.
Okay,
I don't like mushrooms.
all things considered, as of now, a little confusing when we first got here.
A little confusing,
but
I
it's
think our
worked
food's
out.
coming.
All right, so Sarah, food came. Sarah's having a fry. I've always already had some fries. Fries are delicious, but Sarah,
Fries are good.
Yeah.
I like to have a little bit of seasoning on them.
Yep.
And again, I did double check to make sure they're gluten free. And our friend Gina had posted recently about Richter Burger and the fries, so feeling comfortable. Truffle fries are really good.
Oh, you've had those?
Yeah,
too?
those are really good.
Well, hold on now.
Yeah, they're really tasty. I know. Those are really good. Actually, honestly, at this point, we're so
hungry,
tired and hungry.
Yeah.
Any food would be good.
Let's see what Sarah got here to eat.
Yeah, I got the Swiss truffle burger.
There it is. Okay.
Minus mushrooms because I don't like mushrooms.
Oh.
It's a generic theme park burger.
It was what? Sarah's talking with her mouth full, everyone. That's not like her.
I'm sorry.
That
Very
is-
uncooked.
That is not like her at all.
It is a very generic theme park burger on a nudie's bun, but you know what? I don't care right now.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need. I'll say this.
Sometimes that's all you need.
We're going to flip this camera in a minute, but the fries are pretty dang good.
The fries are good.
Fries are pretty good. All right, so good theme park meal, Sarah, and we need it about halfway through our night.
Listen, nothing fancy, but it will get food in our bellies and talk to the manager and feel like we're going to have some decent safe options.
Dyson, in any amusement hall, that deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball.
We're not a pinball wizard, Brandon.
Yeah, so I was a pinball wizard. Anyway, I just got a bacon burger.
Yeah, you got that bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, fries are awesome.
And again, these all can be gluten-free. They do have a plant-based vegan burger, too. So if you're dairy-free or looking for a plant-based option, that's a good one. Yeah, I feel like they just slap the cheese on at the end. So really,
that's good.
It just is what it is. It's basic.
Fries are delicious.
Yeah, fries
there
are
it
great.
is for the fries.
Yeah, the fries are great.
Theme park fries, but elevated theme park fries. I'm gonna talk with my mouth full, everyone. But so I've been coming here for decades and
this
decades.
One of your favorites.
One of my favorites. It's one thing though, Sarah, pan down.
Okay.
Look at these trays.
Yeah.
Pan back up. So Sarah might insert a photo, but last night we did our Patreon live stream as of this filming last night, and we showed everyone our
your real Richter burger.
I have
tray.
a real Richter burger tray from back in the day, decades ago, when they were round. The Richter burger trays were themed; they're round, and it said Richter burger. So I got one of those. Well, now we have one of those. Now that we know each other, we're together. But yeah, Richter burgers is awesome. It's generic, but it's awesome. And we're going to dig in and then head back out to the park. All right, hopefully you can hear us. We just got done with The Last of Us. It said it was an 85-minute wait.
No, it said 95.
It said 95, but it only took 48 minutes. 48 minutes.
Hallelujah.
Yeah,
the fireflies were smiling upon us.
Yes, because when you're lost in the darkness, Sarah, what do you do? Awesome house.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. They have, Sarah noticed the workbench. There's a workbench. If you're a fan of the game, workbench.
So many things you can find.
Yeah, workbench, generator. This sounds terrible, but if you played the game, dead kids under the sheet, and it says they didn't suffer. Horrible part of the game. Very sad when you find that. We're going this way. We're going to be heading out soon. So anyway, awesome house. All right, so we're on the hunt for the Fedra can.
We're going to find rations.
Yeah, we want to get some rations to add to our actual Last of Us collection. Whether we're going to eat the food or not, we don't know. But we're on the prowl. All right, we are almost to the car. Where's Sarah?
I'm here. I'm tired.
We are tired. We did not get our Fedra can. Long story short, there's an awesome area there based off a quarantine zone, little walkthrough area. E.T. E.T. scares them more than anything. Everyone.
I have an irrational fear of ET from childhood. I'm sorry.
Everyone,
He's the worst.
in the comments or
This is the horror of the night.
in the description below, we do have a PO box. Send Sarah some ET cards. Some
Her
ET.
family does do that.
Her family does it. She hates ET. Horrified of ET. I can't do it. But anyway, so this Fedra thing, it was ravioli.
$2.65.
It was vegetarian ravioli,
In
which
a tin. Right?
in a tin, in a ration tin, and they sold out right before we got there. So we are going to. Maybe you'll be watching this. We might ask some friends of ours to maybe pick us up one because we really want it for our collection at home. We're going this way. Everyone, this is on the fly.
I see our car right there.
There's our car, everyone. So
I Blood Moon did us dirty tonight. And got us way behind.
yeah, we got way behind because of blood.
Moon.
And here we are in the car.
I'm ready to fall asleep.
We are ready to fall asleep after we get home and shower. And tomorrow is a work day. Out of all the Halloween horror nights we've been to, especially together, this was probably, and on a Sunday, would you agree, Sarah, the most crowded?
Yeah, this is the most crowded Sunday. We used to go like a lot when we'd get the freaking beer pass and do like Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and they were usually great because you could get a ton in. And this was for a really long time tonight. Nothing was under an hour.
You know what, Sarah? We were going to debrief tomorrow after we had a chance to think. Do you want to debrief now? Really quickly.
Come on, keep it punchy and quick.
Let's keep it punchy and quick, for real. Sarah, first of all, we never brought it up at the beginning, everyone. Sarah, what are you wearing?
Oh, my Taylor Swift best friends bracelets.
Can you explain what that is?
Well, it's Taylor Swift thing. Every concert she has, people bring these and they trade them. It's a whole big thing. We're not Swifties, so I don't know all the rules. But people sort of adopted it this year for Halloween Horror Nights. And there were...
Can I say before you say something?
Yeah.
'Cause I know where we're going with this. I don't understand it. I was a little, when I say upset, completely joking, but a little upset when Sarah got these. I was like, what in the name of Taylor Swift are these? I don't know Taylor Swift. I know she's an actor. She's an actress too, but she's a singer.
Yeah. You know Taylor Swift songs. I
know a couple of her songs. It's a typical today, something like that.
Oh no.
But I told Sarah, I said, Sarah. I said,
why
are you wearing these? No one cares.
Like, it's a thing.
And then in the very first line, Sarah, what happened?
A tween asked if we could trade.
I was wrong. I was wrong. It was
really cute because her brother asked me, he's like, excuse me, my sister would like to trade bracelets with you. Would you be willing to trade bracelets? I said, sure. So
awesome.
She got my Little Boo bracelet and I got a Hellfire one from Stranger Things. Because we were in the Stranger Things line.
Yes, we were.
But there were people that had like big things of bracelets like attached to them so they could trade them out.
Shocking.
Which was awesome.
So yeah, I don't know anything about it. I don't know how it became big, but it is. I am wrong. I stand corrected, and it is what it is. So going on from there.
Oh, and somebody liked my t-shirt too.
Exactly.
So I was doing HHN stuff right.
Exactly. All right, and now, really quickly, I do want to talk about Richter burgers, but can we quickly talk about the houses?
Sure. Well, we only got 6 houses in.
Yeah,
so
we only got 6.
Kind of failed.
Yeah,
last year we got all 10 in when we did Express Pass.
We typically always get all the houses in.
Yeah.
The Blood Moon fiasco, which again we briefly talked about, and it was a fiasco. Universal.
Well, we lost a lot of time.
Because it ended up being down, and no one came and told us. We jumped with a couple people. We jumped out of the line into a weird exit. We don't know if we were supposed to, but we did.
Well, can I quickly say, just overall tonight, I think one of the things that this year, and we've been going together 9 years with it, so this is the first time I think I've ever seen the sort of ops and the wait time so bad. Like last year we had some issues with the Express Pass and sometimes having to wait a little bit longer than we probably should have. And this year we heard a little bit of that before we went. But we also heard a lot of lines where like they were only letting Express Pass in the entire time, and then we were just kind of hanging tight. And also the wait times were not accurate for what they actually were, which doesn't
at all.
Sometimes that
good
happens,
and bad.
But this was like worse than normal.
Yeah. So Dr. Oddfellow, or as I call him, Dr. Facilier, which cool character, by the way, very cool character.
And the scare zones all tie into
his story,
which I think is really cool.
Walking from the counterclockwise.
Yeah.
Counterclockwise, they tell his story, his journey.
I liked that.
That was cool. A cool character. I hope they bring him back like they have done for that the overused character of Jack the Clown, right? He's overused. But anyway, what was I saying, Sarah?
We're talking about the wait times.
The wait times, yes.
And
so let's talk about that. House when we got in line,
really bad.
It said 25 minutes on the big digital display. It said 25 minutes in the app. It took, what, 65 minutes or so?
No, it was 50.
50. It
was a full
little
50.
Wrong. It wasn't even close. Yeah, then for The Last of Us, we jumped in the line when it said 95 minutes. 95. We said, let's do it.
We've never been in a line for 95 minutes before.
But we were willing, because The Last of Us means so much to us.
It's dear to our hearts.
It's dear to our hearts. The whole franchise, everything about it. Neil Druckmann, the creator.
I know, he's the best.
He's a hero. He's a world hero. But anyway, no. But we were only in the line for what, 48 minutes?
48.
40,
so Dr.
48
Oddfellow
minutes
ended up being technically the
longest, which was weird.
But it's like, it was advertised as 95, and
it moved pretty quick. Actually,
moved pretty quick.
It was
literally half the time, whereas the other one was. There was a lot of that happening, and we noticed because we were watching the app a lot, and the times were just all over the place.
Yeah.
So we missed houses we wanted to go on.
Yeah, and we do think out of the 6 we went on, and we were so happy we got on 6. Again, this will probably be the first year, maybe even the last year, we don't get on everything, but it is what it is. It
happens.
It happens. No, yeah, we're not.
And we had a great time.
We had a phenomenal time. Favorite house is The Last of Us, but we love the franchise, the games, the TV show, the comics.
Because we were like picking out all the different things in it, and I think if you're not a fan, especially of the game, because this is based on the game, not the TV show, you pick up so much if you're a fan of the game. Like, there were so many things. So
tons
really
of references. Very cool. So I mean, our favorite house, probably, but I really loved Exorcist.
Yeah, we both said. After Exorcist Believer, we were like, that was really good. I think if you're
scariest one
of the ones we went on, that was clearly the scariest.
Yeah.
And I think really well done overall. I think for a property, Last of Us
not even out yet. Last of Us. Sorry.
Last of Us, I think, was still better because it was longer. It was
much
very
longer.
Elaborate. And of course, we love the game and the TV show. But they're kind of neck and neck. And then I really liked Dueling Dragons only because it felt like very classic Halloween.
I loved
like original property.
Yeah, I love Dueling Dragons. Huge. They paid huge respects to the original attraction.
Oh yeah.
And it genuinely felt like an old school Halloween Horror Nights house.
And we split.
Really? Oh yeah, go ahead.
We split. We picked different choices.
Yeah, at the end of the...
we chose different fates.
Yeah, at the end of the thing, you choose your fate. Sarah went into the fire. I went to the ice side. It's not that much longer. Maybe another 60 seconds or something. But it was cool. You get to split up. So that was neat. Or if you want to split up, or you just get to choose.
Or you stay together.
Or you stay together, as we should always stay together. 2 quick things, and we'll talk about Richter burgers, and we'll get out of here. Universal. Listen, everybody. Listen.
Oh no.
First of all, let's start with the Stranger Things house. Stranger Things 4, as they called it, because for some reason they didn't do it last year.
That was messed up.
Kate Bush running up that hill. That was in there. So you paid whatever rights you needed to pay, but it was so lost in the mix. That should have been a thumping score.
You could barely hear it.
You could barely hear it with this not that good projection scene. That should have been a huge room you walk into with the little portal at the end from, if you've seen the season 4, with the music blaring, and then the other music they didn't have.
Was it
Master of Puppets, or what's it called?
Yeah, Master of Puppets.
We'll put a caption if we get it. Obviously, we're not hardcore rockers, everyone.
Clearly. But
death metal.
I was really hoping that would be in there with Eddie.
With Eddie.
Because that would have been... It still was a rockin' scene. It was
an awesome scene.
That was my favorite scene of the house.
Agreed.
Still awesome, but it would have been better if we had licensed the music.
Yeah. And let's talk about licensing music, everyone, really quickly, and then we really will end this. Last of Us, our favorite house. Listen, everybody.
Oh, you wanted the Hank Williams.
Hank Williams, Alone and Forsaken, to not be in that house, I'm going to cause an uproar. When the first scene in the house, in Philadelphia, in the whole house, the truck is crashed. Joel is there. If you've played the game, you know exactly what it is, and it's in the TV show, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Slightly different scene, but it's all good. But Hank Williams, Alone and Forsaken, phenomenal song. We'll listen to it on the way home tonight. But she's like, not again. that should have been just thumping in there with the bass and everything, and some gunshots going off, and stay down, Ellie, that kind of stuff. So anyway, still an awesome house, but Universal, pay the Hank Williams estate or something. Have access to his music. It needed to be there. Anyway, and saying that, Richter Burgers, then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I would say Richter Burger was fine.
Fries were good.
The fries were good.
Better than Disney.
The fries were good, and the burgers were fine.
Burgers were fine. But the ordering went well, actually.
Yeah, I think make sure if you do order and you do the mobile order, make sure you put in that allergy alert, and then also make sure that you talk to them. And go up and ask.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Other than that, next year we said this last year, but we are doing it next year. Like, this isn't a joke. Because we did say
we're doing a rip tour.
We are doing a rip tour next year, and we're not joking. We're putting the call out now to any of our friends or our countless legion of fans out there, because you guys are legion. If anyone wants to do a rip tour with us, get with us, message us. We will all hook up and do a rip tour. If not, we're still doing it on our own then. But
we are, and also
we are doing a rip tour next year.
Very quickly, do you remember
RIP tour.
The year they had Legion at the Halloween Horror Nights? One of the
Legion. I can't do it because I'm holding the camera, but Legion. Legion is awesome. Fun. Yeah. Hashtag Legion.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, that is it. Any last minute stuff before we sign off?
I think we had a good time. If you have questions about the houses or anything from our experience, I will say your mileage is always going to vary. Your personal favorites are always going to vary. Sometimes you get hit or miss with scare actors, and like Brandon in Stranger Things just kept walking past after all the characters kept coming out. He kept missing them all.
I was like, dang it. But I think I saw Vecna once.
But overall, I think it was good. I think the houses were all solid that we went to. I wish we would have gotten the rest of them in, but that's okay. Those things happen. We still had a great night.
Absolutely awesome.
Very fun. And now we want to go to bed.
We're going to bed. So, or we're going to drive home, then go to bed.
Yes.
Thank you to all our patrons on Patreon. We did do our Patreon live stream just yesterday, like I said before, and you guys got to see the Richter Burger tray. So, you're lucky. But no, thank you to our patrons. Thank you to our subscribers. You're amazing. It really, really helps. If you haven't hit the little subscribe button yet, the bell, the thumbs up, but leave a comment. Have you been to Horror Nights? Do you want to go? Do you not like Horror Nights? For some people, it's too much.
And that's totally fine.
That's totally fine.
I totally get that.
Yeah, we have a blast. Millions of people have a blast. And for some people, like, we have people in our own family. It's too much for. They've tried it, and they said, no. Yeah. Do you like Horror Nights? Do you like some of the other scary stuff? Busch Gardens does something. SeaWorld around here.
SeaWorld does.
Forget what it's called now.
Hollow Screen.
Very cool. But anyway, that is it. It is October 1st as we film this, so happy October. Happy Halloween. Does everyone remember the movie Highlander? When the Kurgan goes, happy Halloween, ladies. Leave a comment. Hashtag Highlander forever. So, anyway.
My gosh. It's time to go to bed. It's time to go home.
All right. That's it.
So, with that, we'll see you all soon with another video. And happy Halloween.
Bye.